Hi, everybody. Time for our live on the 1st and the 15th, and today's the 1st. So, healing with the blues. That's right, I'm healing with the blues. I've got nothing left to lose. That's why I'm healing with the blues. So, today I'm going to talk to you about my sister. Why am I going to talk to you about my sister? It's her birthday, and I think about her so often. Let me show you a picture. Here's me and my sister. That's me, the little curly haired one. And there's my sister Lesley on the other side. She's sweet. And I often think of this picture. I'm going to show you. This picture is really so much about her holding my hand and holding me back, protecting me. She's not really holding me back. She's protecting me. Don't go too fast. Somebody's going to take your picture. My dad used to say he did everything but build a duck blind trying to get a candid shot of me because I would always know when the camera was on me. It's still do to this day. If somebody's taking a picture of me, I just could feel it. So I would look right at the camera and smile and just be silly. Here's a picture of how we grew up. That's not my sister in that picture. That's my neighbor, Trisha. 1965. I'm 4 years old in that picture. My zebra bathing suit. I love that bathing suit. But the reason why I wanted to talk to you about her today is because she's the firstborn and I'm the secondborn, and we are classic. Look up birth order, and that's who you have there, right there. Lesley was careful, and she likes to be in control of things, and she gets teased about that and has. And she is a protector, and she loves to serve. That is her jam. She loves to serve people. She is the kind of person who, when our family was in a lot of turmoil right before she went to college, and I was had the opportunity to go away to boarding school to a really good academic school, she was the one who said, if it's between me going to college and Tanya going to school, send her. And she has been looking out for me my whole life. And when it came time for me to help look out for her, it was in 2016. Our mother died in January, the first week of January. And she was back in New Jersey and lived 2 blocks from my mother. And I was here in Iowa. So there was really nothing I could do at that point except be there for her. And I really felt that it was my job to be there for her whenever she wanted to talk, whenever she wanted to do anything. And so we waited quite a while. And I didn't bring it up because this was her call. But last year we finally took our mother's ashes to the beach, don't tell anybody, and mixed them in the sand because that was where she grew up. She grew up on that beach that I'm playing on right here in this picture. That was the beach. And my sister still lives near there today. But I love this picture of her holding on to me. Dad's going to take our picture. Stay right here. Hold my hand. And I remember that. I remember clothing really well. So I remember that top had little watermelons and cherries on it. Really fun. But my sister Lesley is an amazing person. She is the definition of the church lady because not because she's mean and judgmental like Dana Carvey's character, but because she helps run churches, and she's done it for a long time. The church that she's in now, she's the secretary for the church. She does all kinds of roles in the church, and that's where she feels like she can give her most. And she's got a heart of a servant. So I am very happy to tell you that she's having a wonderful birthday today. She's driving in Maine with my cousin and her husband, and they're having a blast. They've been doing genealogy trips for some years now, and this is one of them. And they were saying they haven't been doing too much genealogy this trip because they're having so much fun doing other things. So they're really enjoying this time that's for them to move around and see different places where our ancestors lived up in Maine and also in Massachusetts, where our grandmother was from. And I just got thinking about, like, what do people have when they don't have a big sister to talk to commiserate with? I can tell her anything. I can be as judgy as I want with her, because she'll listen, and she doesn't take anything that I give her personally. It's because it's not about her. But how do they? How do they? How do we grow without them? She was a firstborn, so she got to break in the parents. They could make all the mistakes with her and then do better with me. I don't. I think that might be true. She could tell you for sure, but that whole idea of the firstborn being the careful one, the one that's going to test the waters before they dive in, not the secondborn. Oh, we'll just jump in. Oh, I can do that. I think I can do anything if I do it enough. I can do it well. But she wasn't like that. So when I was growing up, I was the world traveler. I was going places and doing things. And now that she's semi-retired, she's the one that's the world traveler. And she's doing so many things and going places. But we kind of paved the way for each other back and forth. So that's really been helpful in our walk together. After mom died, we became a lot closer, and we talk, geez, just about every day there for a while. And then, kind of petered out, so that we talk like once a week, and then I would call her up and tell her the phone works the other way, and she could call me and things like that you do with your sister. But what happens if you don't have that? You have to, like, try to find this affiliation with other people or with groups that aren't familial groups. And a lot of times people want to have affiliation with people that aren't their family because they don't really get along with them that well. So I can understand both ways. I mean, you can't pick your family, but you actually do. You actually do pick your family. Not maybe your family of origin, the family you were born into, but you pick the people who you spend the most time with. And as you grow, you're going to pick people who are going to fill in those roles for you. When I first moved to Iowa back in 1990, I met a couple who had a farm nearby where I was living in Iowa, and I would go out to the farm. And one year, on my birthday, which is going to be on Friday, one year, the year that I turned 30, I went out horseback riding with them, this husband and wife, and I felt like I was reliving my fantasy of a childhood. I wasn't reliving it. I was living it in the present. And it was this fantasy of my parents and I going out riding horses and breaking a trail. It was a crystal clear day. The snow was sparkling. The horses were excited. And we went out on this ride, and it was just an amazing thing. So I want to remind you that it's never too late to have a happy childhood, that you can enlist people to be your big sister, your big brother. There are people that want to do that for you in your life. And if you choose wisely, it happens for the rest of your life. That person is there for you. So I really want to pay homage to my big sister, Lesley, today on her birthday. And I hope that she has the kind of day that she really wants. And I saw her this morning. We called up and sang happy birthday in a video call. And I know she's having a great time. She's sending me texts about what they're up to today, and she's having a wonderful time. But I really want to thank her, not because she chose to be born first, but because of the way that she protected me, the way she, would make me feel part of things, even though I didn't feel like I was part of things. Being far away is hard sometimes with family. And so when you come back, it's like you're this guest, but you don't feel like a guest because you're part of the family. So it's this weird dance that we do. And she's been out here to Iowa many times to visit and have fun with me. So I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful for her. I'm grateful for all that she's done for me that I don't even know about, I'm sure. And I'm grateful that I can snap at her and she doesn't get offended too badly. Let's snap at each other, that's for sure. So how would you like to find that person in your life? How would you like to find that person? If you don't have that person in your life, how would you like to find them? So let's talk about that a little bit. What would be the most beautiful way that you could find this person in your life? Maybe it's a phone call to someone that you know, or to your sister or brother. Maybe it's a sibling that you have fallen out with. Maybe it's a friend that you haven't been in touch with for a very long time. It could be any of those things. It could be one of your children becomes your sibling in a way as they grow up, because we all grow up together. Just because we're grown-ups having children doesn't mean we're not all right, we're not still children in some way. So we are always growing up together. And as we learn more about the world and our place in it, we can be more immediate and more present with each other. When you're thinking about this person, whoever they might be, real or imaginary, think of how they interact with you. Can they tease you without being mean? Can they love you in a way that is giving you full agency over yourself? Do they judge you a lot? And I would say you want somebody who's not going to judge you, because judging isn't a very happy thing. It's usually negative. And allow yourself to just let that person into your life. Show them how much you care about them. Forget to send them birthday cards and then call up later and say, I forgot your birthday card. Do the things that you would do with someone that you know loves you already, unconditional. It's a beautiful thing. And if you don't have a big sister like this, if you don't have this beautiful girl showing you what to do, teaching you different things, and watching her mistakes and learning from her mistakes, then let that person come into your life. Allow them to come in. So let's close our eyes and take a deep breath. Breathe as if you're just going to let go with that exhale. All the weight of your body, just let it all come down toward the ground. It's, as you take another deep breath, let that breath bring you up. Imagine that you're breathing up into the center of the universe, up in the love light source energy, wherever that is. And as you exhale, let that energy come back down through all layers, all levels, down through all the chakras, that energy skeleton in your body, down through your feet, down into the core of the earth. As I say these words in the I am, for everyone listening, God is all there is. Love is all there is. Light, life, and source energy is all there is. And I recognize right here and right now that I'm one with God, love, light, life, and source energy. I'm never, ever separated from this energy. If I feel separated, I know it's a false feeling. And I just breathe in inspiration and exhale gratitude. Thank you. I'm so grateful for this person in my life who's looked out for me, who is part of me, who I've grown up with, who I've known for so long. And allow myself to know that we are intermingled. We are entwined in a beautiful, loving, unconditionally loving way that will never separate us. And we'll always be together. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful to have this person in my life, knowing that they have a completely different life than mine, but we come together in so many places, like stitches in a quilt. Here we are separated, and there we are together again. And here we are separated, and there we are together again. It's such a beautiful thing. And I'm so grateful that I can be aware of her presence in my life in this way, to really deeply feel that love and connection with her. I'm grateful that for those that I know that don't have this connection, that there is someone in their life that can fulfill that need in their life. They're standing right there. They're waiting to be asked. And all it has to happen is that be vulnerable and allow it to unfold. Asking for that kind of relationship is a big ask, but it's also one that so many people would love to fulfill. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for my guides, my guardian angels, my spirit helpers, those spirit helpers who have gone on before us, who are cheering us on. I'm grateful for those. I'm grateful for my Gammy telling my sister and I to stop tormenting each other. I'm grateful that we got to play Office in her living room. I'm grateful that we got to play in the ocean together. I'm grateful that we went boogie boarding in September. These two 60-year-old women rolling around in the surf. Oh my gosh, we've had so many good laughs, and she is the best audience ever, and I'm so grateful for her. And my wish is that you all find someone like that in your life. And I'm so happy to be able to share my sister Lesley with you. I authorize my subconscious to let it be so, to dissolve any constrictions or contractions keeping me from my highest good. I say that it's so, and I let it go, knowing that it's already done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. So that's my homage to my sister Lesley today. It's her birthday. I wish Lesley and Daniels a happy birthday today. She's awesome. And maybe I'll put a link in here so you can just send her a note. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But have you ever seen that video? I wish I had it brought up, but it was like first and second born, and one comes down the water slide and stands up and is looking at the camera, and the second born goes down the slide and out. That's us. It's definitely us. I hope you have a great day, and I hope that you find your big sister out there. And if you haven't found her yet, maybe I could stand in for you. Take care. Much love, many blessings. Have a beautiful day.